Mortal, why do you bear the mark of the Great Eye? Mortals, you scurry around obsessed with your petty affairs and then you die. But you bear the mark of Hermaeus Mora. Have you come to replace me in my task? That would be typical. Wait, were you sent to help me with the cultists? Before you die? Not much to tell. I just arrived myself. This mortal served the Great Eye, but he died before he could tell me about the other Daedric cultists that scamper about. They're creating an intolerable contradiction in reality. Makes my tentacles ache. Something here undermines a fate recorded by Hermaeus Mora. Likely foolish mortals trying to change what has already been written. To fix this, I could use some help. It's common knowledge that mortals prize gold. Aid me and I'll give you some. I'd prefer to sit back and wait for entropy to claim us all, but I suppose we must do something. Let's survey the town. See if anyone survived and try to determine what the cultists want here. Oh, and despite my size, I'm good in a fight. You'll see. As I said, divergences in the threads of fate call to me. My purpose is to correct those digressions, examine the contradictions, and rectify them. I can't leave until I succeed. Don't ask me why, there is no why. It simply is. I am Scroot, a powerful servant of the Great Eye. Creatures of my Daedric order call ourselves... It doesn't matter. Everyone else calls us watchlings. An insulting diminutive, but I expect nothing more. Oh, do you mock me? I detect a note of mockery. I should reduce your brain to rotten cheese for your temerity. Yeah, but what's the point? What's the point of anything, really? Just know that I can summon a mighty strike when fate requires it. Very mighty. Yes, but it's usually easy enough to nudge a mortal follower of Hermaeus Mora to summon me when the ripples of fate draw me here. It's not my fault the fragile mortal got himself killed. Well, maybe it is. Who can say? Fate works in mysterious ways. Alavelis? Or this tedious mortal plane? No, don't tell me. My answer's the same in either case. It's a dust mote, populated by delusional insects whose meaningless lives seem important to them. I can't bring myself to care. I have no clue. When my master exerts his power in this plane, the consequences linger. Footprints in the malleable clay of fate that harden to stone with the passing ages. I sense that events here run counter to something my master did long ago. Something special about a mortal settlement? Hardly. Alavelis fails to stand out from the sheer mediocrity of 1,000 similar places in this world. Until the followers of a Daedric prince seized control of it anyway. Which may be something. You mean besides the dead devotee of Hermaeus Mora? They call themselves the Hidden Kindred. Since I could see them, the nomenclature must be ironic. I also noticed some Daedra. Dremora of Clan Dreamcarver, sworn to serve Prince Vermina. Periite and Vermina? Working together? That could be the source of the disturbance in fate. The mortal who summoned me spoke of nightmares before he died. I was just about to start my inquiries when you arrived. Pity you don't have more tentacles.
need to wake up. I have to. Are you real? Not another one of those awful dreams. And you look undisturbed. Don't you hear the terrible whispers? It started when a stranger came to town, a Tilvani master. She offered to purchase the old glass mine. I thought it was too good to be true. The mine closed years ago. But she offered us a chest full of gold, and the village elders accepted it. You know her? Master Shelrenny didn't stay long, but she sent an overseer who started hiring workers immediately. Master Shelrenny said she wanted the mine reopened as quickly as possible. Everyone in the village was given a job in the mine. Then others came. Masons and additional laborers, we thought. Then the dream started. Nightmares. Toiling in the darkness. Working to cut malachite and stone for an arch and a statue. In the dream, they were building an arch in the mine while we dug out the glass and stone. What wasn't used for the arch was sent to restore a statue. At least that's what the overseer said. We woke each morning exhausted, hands bloody. I don't know. But listen. The overseer and his workers, they're Daedra worshippers. They rounded up the villagers and took them away. I hid. Check the green glass inn. The cultists commandeered it. Now please, I need to get out of here.
Nightmares. Sounds like Prince Vermina, all right. We should investigate this green glass inn. I'd like to learn more about this arch and statue the villagers spoke of. But first we should visit this green glass inn. I would very much like to see a structure of that sort. And we might learn something about the cultists too, I suppose. Here, mortal. Let a pop-up but smite your foe. How disappointing. Another name that overpromises and underdelivers. Yeah, well, we might as well look around. Master Shelrenny. Are you familiar with this mortal?
Ah! I should have guessed Shelrenny Barrow was involved in whatever happened here.
The Dreamcarvers plan to strike at Apocrypha? Oh, that must be the disturbance in fate that brought me here. I assumed this would turn out to be some pointless mortal delusion. A minor contradiction easily resolved. But Oblivion gateways and Daedric shrines, and plans to invade Apocrypha? Ugh. This might take longer than I thought. Clearly, the cult used the mine to construct a portal to Apocrypha for the express purposes of invading my master's realm. They also sent stone to restore a Daedric shrine. Most likely one devoted to Periite or Vermina. But who's Master Shelreni? Black books open doors to Apocrypha. So why do they need a gate? Still, Telvanni masters are powerful. That makes her dangerous and important to the Hidden Kindred. But why go to all this trouble? It's impossible to sneak past my master's gaze. Blightcrown sounds unpleasant, but doors in Apocrypha lead to secrets. Something this Torvisard saw in a dream? Is that why Vermina is interested? I suppose we should check the mine next. I hope I don't get hacked up. Reconstitution is irritating. Most of the time, the research I undertake is wasted. But my study of the area indicated that the mine runs underneath the village. The entrance lies to the east. Why do you bear the mark of my master, mortal? You don't seem to be a devotee. Of course he did. Mortals always get the special titles, but who winds up doing all the work? Usually that's me. Well, as long as we're both here, we might as well work together. What's the worst that could happen? Never mind. I already know. Never heard of him. The letter we found claims he's an unaligned Dremora working with Vermina and Periite. And with Master Shelreni, too. It's highly unusual for a Dremora not to be dedicated to a clan or a prince. Not mention of a dream. Another contradiction and a flood of discrepancies. Daedra don't normally dream, not like mortals at any rate. Not even the Dremora who consider themselves above the rest of us. I may need to look into this Torvisard when I return to Apocrypha. No arch gateway here. I suppose we'll need to go deeper inside. Malachite. Volcanic glass that absorbs magicka under the right conditions. A good choice for building a gateway to oblivion. I am a vessel of the great eye. Call on me. Here, mortal. Let Apocrypha smite your foe. Some of the missing villagers. Mortals should have the decency not to leave their empty husks lying about. It's untidy. An arched gateway. It's inactive, but I can detect the lingering energy of Apocrypha in the air. It must have closed recently. Look around, mortal. We need more information before I attempt to activate this gateway. This is bad. But at least we have the invocation needed to activate the gateway.
An obscure invocation. Where did Shalreni dig it up, I wonder?
Contradictions cling to those tools like void ticks adhere to a watcher's tentacles. Leave them for now. We need to deal with the gateway. I suppose we have no choice. We need to activate the gateway and follow Hermaeus Mora's enemies to Apocrypha. Such heroics aren't usually part of my duties, but so it goes. I'll open the portal, then in we go. Did I use the wrong words, mortal? My investigation is incomplete. To find out what the hidden kindred seek in my master's realm, I must follow them. And since you agreed to assist me, you must follow me. I like it less than you, believe me. Apocrypha can be overwhelming for mortals. You may find power or despair, knowledge or madness. Still, you bear the mark of Hermaeus Mora. I think you're meant to go there, and damn it all, I think I'm meant to go with you. Ready yourself, mortal. Now what was that invocation? By seventh Umbra and the dismal name, I bid thee open Cephaliarch's Bane. Behold, Apocrypha. Don't look up, mortal. I understand your kind find our sky disturbing. Let me see. Head south. They went that way. Here, mortal. Let Apocrypha smite your foe.
It will never pay off the debt now.
Poor Watcher. The invaders can't be too far ahead. Husk hasn't dissipated yet. The trail continues to the west, mortal.
haven't lost anything in over 2 decades. The book has to be here.
Alavesians, mortal. The contradiction they were compelled to create hangs heavy in the air. The trail continues west. Trail leads directly to the Tranquil Catalog. Oh no. Pick up the pace, mortal.
Hold! Intruder. I failed to stop your allies, but I won't allow any more of you to enter the catalog.
This should be interesting. I was never allowed to visit the Tranquil Catalog before.
Pardon my impertinence. Now I see that you bear the mark of Hermaeus Mora and travel with one of the Great Eye's watchlings. Have you come to aid us, stranger? Invaders forced their way into the Tranquil Catalog. I think they were devotees of Periite and Vermina. But how could that be? And Dreamcarver Dremora accompanied them. They killed or drove off my fellow ciphers. I am a humble cipher, a mortal scribe in service to the Great Eye. This is the Tranquil Catalog, a register and index of the contents of Apocrypha. Hermaeus Mora's enemies could wreak havoc with the information stored here. They scattered once they broke into the catalog, but 2 headed toward the Pool of Inquiry. A Dreamcarver Kinreeve, and a second Dremora with markings the likes of which I've never seen. Please, you bear the Great Eye's mark. Stop them.
The Pool of Inquiry? I know the way, mortal. Only Hermaeus Mora's most trusted followers and scribes are allowed access to the Tranquil Catalog. But if the Hidden Kindred and their Dremora allies know about the Pool of Inquiry, we must hurry, mortal. It's an index of sorts. Whatever the Hidden Kindred seek in Apocrypha, they must not know where to find it. So they've come to the catalog to get an exact location. The Pool of Inquiry contains such information, if they know how to retrieve it. If they escape before we catch up to them, then we do what they did. Use the Pool of Inquiry to find them. The waters contain a record of everything in Apocrypha, which now includes these enemies of the Great Eye. Invaders in the Tranquil Catalog? What a calamity. The way to the Pool of Inquiry is straight ahead. I am a vessel of the Great Eye. Call on me. Light Crown serves Periite, but orders the Hidden Kindred to work with Vermina? Strange allies indeed. invaders shattered the portal's seal. We need to follow them to the Pool of Inquiry. I was afraid of this. The invaders used the sacred tears. Look around. Without them, we can't use the pool. These portals lead to the shrines where we can find more of the sacred tears.
Shrines and tears? Bah! Even the tolerable Daedra rely too much on ceremony and arcane rules of conduct.
More of the invaders. It will take forever to put the catalog back in order.
Mortal, let me aid you.
Let me aid you. The mortals of Skyrim know the Great Eye is Hermamora. Gather the sacred tears.
Never did like spider, Daedra. I'm not surprised to find them among the dream carvers.
I am a vessel of the Great Eye. Call on me. Hermora is the Great Eye's name among the Khajiit. Gather the tears, mortal. Let Apocrypha smite your foe. Here, mortal. Let Apocrypha smite your foe. Be careful. Dream carvers and hidden kindred lurk around every corner. Let me aid you. The aliens called my master here, Mamora. Pity they're long gone. Hands. I'm not jealous at all. Now take the tears and place them in the pool. Tranquil Archives. Enter the pool and it will take us there. The Tranquil Archives. One of the main repositories for Hermaeus Mora's glyphics. We need to find the invaders, mortal.
This is the glyphic. Now I know where to find the memory of the dream your prince helped me remember, despite your predilections, realm.
Prince Vermina commands me to punish Mora's servants, clanless. So I do.
Excessive and pointless, but I have what I came for. I'm leaving.
Do what you will. I'll eavesdroppers. Will beg me to kill you, mortal. Vermina's nightmares fight beside me, mortal.
Closer, mortal. A smack from Fate's tentacle can free you.
Survived. Perhaps this will be a challenge after all. Let us see how you handle a nightmare.
Let me hit you with a tentacle, mortal.
Impossible! No mortal can test me! I will remember you, mortal!
I suppose I need to activate this bridge for you. It would be easier for both of us if you could just... Corvusart has already accessed the knowledge preserved in this glyphic. We should find out what it contains. Poems emerged from the glyphic. Read them, mortal. primordial prohibits Daedric princes from entering another's realm. But that's hardly a secret. Overrun said he was trying to remember a lost dream. He believes he can find it in my master's realm. And an eye? That's one of my master's black books. These telefics endure for eternity. I've never heard of any erasing themselves before. Very strange. Do you understand the text that remain, mortal? I found the words very disturbing. One concerned the Pact Primordial. Could they be seeking a way to subvert that ancient restriction? The second mentioned lost dreams, such as the one Torvasard seeks to recover. It told of a place in Apocrypha to find such misplaced memories. No, but we have to assume Torvasard learned the location before the text faded away. The final book referred to one of Hermaeus Mora's most infamous black books. The Tormenting Eye. It said it contains a rite for unlocking dangerous secrets. The Pact refers to ancient laws that bind the Daedric princes. No prince may physically intrude in another's realm, everyone knows that. Well, perhaps not mortals. That they sought out the tome tells us something important. The invaders found a way to enter Apocrypha undetected. Perhaps they hoped to open a path for one or more of the rival princes? That would be disastrous. There's nothing more we can do here. It's time to exit the Tranquil Catalog. One moment and I'll conjure up a portal. It appears we're in no immediate danger. We can speak here, mortal. I've never faced such a convoluted contradiction of fate before. While we learned the cause of the incongruity, I wasn't able to make the necessary corrections, unfortunately. At least we chased off Torvasard and defeated the Kinreeve. You want to help me? What a strange mortal you are. But resourceful. I'm not sure I would have learned anything at all without your assistance. Here's the gold I promised. You earned it. This problem bears contemplation. I'll find you again soon.